to be a wondrous place, a rich and prosperous island, home to a busy trading port. But that was not meant to last. It began when strange formations like giant soil tracks started to appear across the island. No one was able to explain how they were made. Soon after the formations appeared, earthquakes followed. Weak at first, they grew more frequent and more violent. A few days later, 3 volcanoes erupted in the island lagoon, hurling stones, sinking ships, crushing buildings. Captains feared for the safety of their vessels. All trade stopped. People left Adranos aboard fleeing ships. The brave few who had remained soon regretted their decision. An enormous volcano that lay dormant for centuries erupted, flooding the island with a pyroclastic wave, covering it with lava and hurling stones miles away. Those who had made it to the ships were evacuated, myself among them. What we left behind was an apocalyptic landscape of fire and dust. Periodic eruptions turned our beautiful home into a hellish nightmare, disrupting both naval and aerial traffic for years. Despite their best efforts, not even the best imperial geologists were able to explain the volcano's sudden appearance. Several years later, exiles from Adranos secured funding for an expedition to return to the island and discover what happened. It was my honor to serve as the captain of the Archimedes submarine. As we surfaced a safe distance from Adranos' shore, we knew that this expedition to reclaim our homeland had only just begun.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another Solo Bro Reviews. Today we are reviewing a game known as Volcanoids. This game is really a very fun game. I have played this since its early development, and I supported them since the game first came out, even when it was super early. Sorry, my brain's trying to read what we have to do. And if anybody has seen the Facebook posts from way back in the day, you will see a person on there that says, "Carl, no!" That was me. I was Carl. My name's not Carl, but I was Carl. This game is, for lack of better terms, honestly really damn fun. Basically, you saw the introduction. You kind of saw what the whole story was behind it now. That's the first time I've seen that. I think it updated to show that. But the game is, long story short, basically, you're on this island and you're supposed to basically, capture a drill ship. And you have to kind of go around. You fight robots, and you upgrade your drill ship as you go. And the end of the game is when you fight the final, I call it the mother drill ship. It's a massive drill ship with super insane robots. And you basically stop the volcano from erupting. So the volcano does erupt constantly throughout the game, and is every 25 minutes, if I remember correctly, from when I selected easy. Hello, ladder. Select upgrade tab. Oh. Select upgrade tab. Drill ship core. So, that's the long story short for this. Now, this is our captain. He basically gives us these quests and tells us, okay, well, you gotta go do this. Okay. So, we are gonna go get our first drill ship. So, basically, go over there. I think that is a abandoned robot drill ship. Nope, it's right there. I saw it kind of digging up from the ground. Couple things I want to show. Bottom of your screen is your hotbar, so you do have a gun, you have bandages, pickaxe, a wrench. Bottom left corner is your health, your armor, and when I sprint, you'll see a third bar show up. That is your stamina. Now, jumping does nothing. That's fine. But the robots wandered away. I'm okay with that. Busted everyone's crap out of this thing. So now we gotta repair damage. So we gotta pick copper bolts from storage. So we'll go here. So these are the robots. This game is honestly one of my favorites. Very fun game, very intuitive, very easy. It will get very hard later in the game. Okay, nope. Give me the door. Now, let's see. So it says we need the copper bolts, tubes, plates, and we need to produce a repair kit. Tools, repair kit. Cool. And yep, great. So now we need to repair a module. So as you'll see there is a health bar on there that kind of shows what you're doing. Now your front of the drill does also have to be repaired, this little nozzle thing. This is just a teeny tiny portion of the drill. The drill can absolutely expand to a much longer length. And this game is also multiplayer compatible. So you can play multiplayer with some friends, you can get stuff done, and it's really a ton of fun to play multiplayer with friends. I actually played this with Bloodraven at one point, and we beat the game. Stop ringing. And we beat the game. Okay, module's open, which is the gun turret. Gun turret is now open. I'm going to go outside and show you the gun turret. So, you do have to defend your drill ship. You can either do it on foot with your gun, or you could build turrets to put on the drill ship. There's different kinds. There's like a small SMG. There's like a rocket. There's really a lot of stuff that can be built. I don't want that. I want you. So the game itself is truly a ton of fun. All right. Let me think here. Because here in a minute that volcano is going to explode, and I am going to show you the explosion. Oh. I didn't realize it was done crafting. What? We need more? Oh, we need 2. So it just showed at the bottom of the screen. It said, hey, pistol turret is out of ammo. So the pistol turret is not a... It is a full auto turret in itself. But it does require ammo, similar to your normal pistol. Later in the game, you will, of course, get better weapons, better things, more automation, stuff like that. And you can absolutely produce a crap ton of ammo very, very quickly. So what we're going to do is take ammo. We're going to take that and take that. And what am I doing? Interact with the work table, select ammo tab. Work table, ammo. And now we're going to craft revolver ammo. So, revolver ammo, this is your personal one. This is what you use for the turret. So you can make 30 rounds for yourself. You make 100 for the turret. Very, very, very easy to do. So we're going to wait till this is done crafting. Now, if I do leave it, it does stop crafting, so you do have to stay in it. Until later in the game where you get like an automated thing to do it. Oh, right, they take from the main store. They take from the main storage. 100, 200. There we go. All right, stop. So, this is what it's going to kind of talk about. It's saying, all right, you need to now learn how to travel. So, before I travel, because there's very specific spots that we can travel to, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Ah, there we go. I would love this, please, and thank you. There we go. I always like to look around the buildings first before anything happens. Now, you can't go into these doors, that's fine. But some homes have something like this, where there's a door. Perfect. And you can basically go under into these bomb shelter areas, or the cellars. And they do have, like, chests and other things here as well. Chests are going to be your friend. That's basically going to have stuff in it to be able to, like, craftable materials. It could be really anything. As you saw, I got a status panel, which is actually really, really helpful. I think there's one more up there. There we go. I always like to loot the starting area, just because it does make it easier in the game. Now, I am playing on normal mode. You can do custom modes, which is actually quite fun. You can make it really impossibly difficult if you really wanted to. There is an easy and there is a hard mode as well. I'm just playing on normal just because it's a little bit easier. We get a good chunk of time before volcanoes explode or anything like that. Nope. Skyrim it? Yep, got a Skyrim it. There we go. Okay, so let's go underground. Let's show you how we travel with this thing. So, first thing you want to know is it needs coal to run. So we're going to put any of our coal in there. We're also going to put our copper in here, and we're going to put our sulfur in here. Basically, major storage. Anything can be crafted. The only thing is you have to have it in your inventory for the refinery work tables. If I try to craft it, even though there's sulfur in there, it doesn't see it. It's like, oh, I don't know it exists. All right, we're going to go underground now. So basically, what's going to happen is the drill ship is going to fold up. It's going to move, and it's going to go underground. Now, we can exit, and we can actually be in the drill ship while it's going down. So as you see, the drill ship does angle itself as you go. Going up the ladder is a little janky. Let me see here. I want to put this here. No, I don't. No, I don't. I want this down here. I want it right. I want it right there. Okay. So now we're underground. So basically, we now need to travel around the map. So this is the underground map. So you click and drag, or you just kind of click in wherever you want, and your drill ship will go that direction. The drill ship cannot go through hard rocks until later. You can drill through the soft rock and hard rock a little later. But while you're under here, you also can get ore as well, which is actually really freaking awesome. I do absolutely love this. Now, like, that is a converter. So later in the game, you will need more parts and pieces to be able to upgrade your drill ship, and those do come from robots. Converters are one of them. Now, I'm going to kind of show you a little bit about what's on screen here. So you do have your periscope. So if I stop, it puts the periscope on the ground, literally directly above where I'm at. Press escape, brings you back out to here. Left side will show you the different areas. So, hey, this is your surface, tunnels 1, caves, tunnels 2, caves 2, tunnels 3. We're in tunnels 1 right now. So we're going to kind of travel around a little bit more. I want to find some more stuff. Now, at the very bottom right of the screen, we have power, temperature, hull. I'm going to go near the lava. Here, I'm going to go in the lava. You see how the temperature goes up right away, and there's that little arrow right here. When I'm in the lava, it increases that arrow above here. Once it hits this red line, basically that'll start to damage you. Now, right here. So I kind of wanted to show that. So this is a robot ship with an anvil on it. That is what I like to call it an upgrade ship. That's not what it is. It's basically just an asshole. So what you do to kind of go back to the surface is you do have to find these areas that have like these little rocks. If there is an anvil on it, or any sort of thing on it, that means a robot ship exists there. We cannot go there. So now we're basically surfacing in the tunnel. So cool, we're on cinematic camera. We'll go back here. We'll go back to cinematic. There we go. I dug up. So now what it's going to do is it's going to pull itself all the way up as far as possible. And I want to mention, that entire length he just went, you can have your ship that big. Hi. Hey, shush. You can absolutely have your ship that long, and I think it actually can get longer than... I don't remember. So I'll also show you where the stuff we mined went. So where that stuff went is going to be the main hull storage. So as you see here, there's significantly more coal, copper, sulfur, all this stuff. So it looks like sulfur and copper can't stack above 10. I wish it could. It doesn't. That's fine. Here in about 2 minutes, volcano's going to erupt. So now you're seeing like the ground shake. You can hear the rumbling. It's basically saying, hey, it's going to erupt in about 2 minutes. So you can stay up here if you want to die, or you can go into those underground shelters. So the underground shelter that we broke into the first time, you can hide in those, and it'll actually save you from dying. So if you're away, can't get back to your ship fast enough, you can hide in those as like an interim for it. There's the warning, the siren. My IRO flag here. But if you do that, your ship does get destroyed. Side panels will blow out, everything explodes, everything gets damaged. You don't really want to do that unless you absolutely have to. So even the robots will not stay above ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to go underground. And we're just going to kind of just travel underground. We're just going to kind of keep going here. Now, once you're underground, so as you saw the thing is gone, you're safe. Completely safe now. So we're just going to kind of chill underground for a bit here. And we're going to go, like, run around a little bit because I want to see if there's any things. Now, the one nice part is when an eruption is about to happen, it does not cause the lava underground to flow more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. And nope. Right here. Volcano, right there. Volcano's right there. And we're going to watch it explode. There's the explosion. And here comes this smoke wave right here. Basically a massive shock wave. Now, if that gets very foggy, very all this stuff. So what we can do now that the explosion is over, we can now actually go above ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to start traveling up. Now, as you see at the top, 25 minutes. It reset its timer. So you get 25 minutes in between volcanic eruptions. Honestly, it's quite a long time. Now, this game does have a lot of content. I absolutely love this game for its content. I really do. And this game has come a long way from when it first started. It's honestly, this is a game I'd suggest you all try to look at. Now, you can go out in the ash. Easy peasy lemon squeezy stuff. Our turret here is going to now protect the drill ship. Now, I do want to mention it can shoot outwards, but it can't shoot directly downwards. So it does have an angle of fire that it can shoot at. I always say the sniper turrets later in the game, the sniper and the explosive turrets are really good, and then have any of the full auto turrets or the pistol turrets on the sides. It's just my opinion. It's a little bit easier, but the nice part is you will always have a marker back to your drill ship. So we're just going to go out and kind of hunt around a little bit. So let's see, we have 13 ammo. You can use your pickaxe as a melee tool, so it is very, very possible. We need to go kill cogs. So let's go try to run around and see if we can find a drill ship. So I heard something right there. There's some cogs. Now, there is crouch, so left control is crouch. I think those are cogs. Oh, yep. There's one. Headshots do exist in this game, so be very mindful of that. You'll want to aim for headshots always. Sometimes it takes them out instantly, sometimes it doesn't. It also depends on each robot, because there are many different kinds of robots. There's tanks, there's flying dudes, there's even bigger flying dudes. Like, this game has so much content. It's honestly really, really cool. Now, in the top left corner, this is actually new to me, besides the unread tutorials, because I know how to play the game, there's cog threat. So, as you see, it has increased the more cogs that I kill. I do believe this will then lead to a raid on your drill ship. You could do one of two things. If you're being raided, you can go back underground, go somewhere else, surface somewhere else. No problem. I don't know if the robots follow you. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you because I don't run away from the fights. Now, there is open lava. As I got close to it, it immediately changed my vision, and I'm losing health. So, do be mindful of that. Ooh! There's copper here, but I'm more focused on this. This is what I'm focused on, right here. Yeah! Refinery. So, these are destroyed modules. So, okay, great. Or production modules. So, these are what are automatic. So, remember how I said in the other workbenches, you need to stay in them for the production to continue? These, you do not. It is a production module that unfolds and opens when your ship is on the surface and can produce things automatically. Yes. So that is one cool thing. Now, you can press M to basically, hey, I want to see the map. You do have a map, which is really nice. But as you saw, I hovered over this. It said sulfur ore vein. Sulfur will spawn around that particular area. Now, I can't destroy these. Hello? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey. 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 Shut it. I'll come back in a minute. Okay. I didn't expect them to come down here. It's the first time that's ever happened. Oh, I got something. I didn't know what I got, and I popped something up, and I skipped it right away. Oh, rare components. Okay. So, oh, whatever. It just looks like it pops up the most recent tutorial. So, what we're going to do now is we killed enough cogs. We're going to go back and we're going to talk to Captain. Now, on the way back, we're going to kind of gather some stuff here. See, there's one sulfur right there. So, sulfur will spawn around this lava lake that you can harvest, and it's naturally respawning. Now, underground stuff also spawns. I don't know how often it spawns, but it does respawn. And you can do mining underground, so if you can't find anything above ground, don't worry. You can go underground, you can mine more stuff, no problem. Alright, let's go back to talk to Captain. Captain. Surprised no drones are over here, to be perfectly honest. So, as you see, the ash is clearing up, so now we can kind of see everything, no problem. The volcano's still exploding, so it's still, in quotes, erupting. Now, what's really cool... I see robots over there. Is... Sure. What do I need to make? Component. Active work table. Dials. What's really cool about this is we're now crafting an armor and healing device station. So what we need to do on the work table, we're going to go to devices, and we're going to grab armor repair station. We're also going to grab a healing device too. We're going to go to components, dials. Yep, great, cool. And then we're going to do another, and then we're going to do a healing device. Now you can put on lights, so you can light up the interior, exterior of the drill ship. Place lights into mounts or use stand variation. It's really up to you. I don't use lights. It's just me. Beds are used for multiplayer. So basically what this is in multiplayer, a person will go into your bed, and that's how it saves their inventory. If they do not go in the bed before the inventory is saved, it's not going to save his inventory. Now, I want to do... There. It was glitchy for a minute there. Okay. Go down. Go down. Down. So what I want to... So we're going to do... I'm going to move you upstairs. I like to have this stuff down underground so that I can have this right off the bat. Yes. Hold on. Gosh. So now there's a gunner seat. So we're going to do this again. So we're going to do component, dial. We're going to let it craft. And then it's going to say gunner seat. So we're going to go to device, and we're going to go to gunner seat. So this gives you direct turret control on the drill ship. Any turrets. So in multiplayer, you can absolutely have your buddy sit in the turret at that point, which is really, really awesome. So it'll kind of show this tutorial here. Basically saying, hey, once you place it down, get in the seats, whatever. I like to put this up top just because it stays out of the way. But I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Let me just take this other quest. Now we have armor as well. I'm going to put the armor on. In the bottom left corner, look at the armor slot. It is gray, and now it has 2 slots of blue. Wants us to build a research workbench. Okay, sure. So this is how you're going to unlock new pieces and parts to the drill ship. To basically... Shut it. Basically to do stuff. Stop it! To basically unlock new things and expansions and stuff like that. So turret control. I'm now on the turret. Oh, so they can aim pretty far down. Oh, but they can't get like right up on the turret. Huh. Cool. We're going to reload this so that it has more ammo because I just wasted some. So, now what we're going to do is it wants us to produce remote control upgrades. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to upgrades. We're going to do remote control. Remote control allows remote access to the drill ship. So in remote radio and other features. So basically the tutorial here is saying, okay, well, you can use the wrist thing. Shh. It's fine. You can use the remote tab. I forgot how it does it. Hold on. Keyboard. Alt fire, next ammo, control bracer. Q. Cool. So you press Q and it brings up the control bracer. At the very bottom, you'll notice the hotbar changes. So you could turn on lights. So you do have like a flashlight kind of thing. This is your periscope on your drill ship. So if your drill ship's under attack, you can use the periscope to basically take a look at stuff. 3 and 4 are locked right now, but 5 will basically kind of tell you like what the drill ship is. So it says drill ship drill, default side door module. If I look at that, it says pistol turret. 6 is the map. And then what's really cool is you can... I don't want to call the drill ship. So 0 will call your drill ship to you so long as there's an area there. You also have a phone tab here. And then number 9 will tell your drill ship to dive. So remember how I said you can hide in those little areas underground to protect yourself from that exploding? Well, if you're in there, you can tell your drill ship to dive. So you can protect your drill ship and you can stay safe if you're too far away. Now, what my next mission is right now is we're going to go into a mine. So I know the episode's almost at 30 minutes. We're just going to quickly go in here. There are mines scattered and dotted throughout this map. This map is not procedurally generated. It is the same map every time. But you can go into these mines and you can actually get materials. So if you're running low on materials, you see a mine, just head for it. It's going to give you a bunch of materials that you can get, which is super awesome. And I'll show you what it looks like inside. Come on. There we go. So you can't really do any of that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our little flashlight here. So you can't push the carts. You can't do none of that stuff. And it's basically saying, hey, explore the interior of the mine. Captain, shut up. I don't care about you, Captain. So as you see, it is kind of broken on each side, but there are crates in here with stuff in them. You can go down. So if I could find the... you can go down into a little bit more of the mine as well. So this is open. So this area, so like there's copper there, copper here, So this is primarily a copper mine. So we have a bunch of copper. I'm not going to really care a lot here. So now we're going to go back. I'm going to bust up this door because I'm too lazy to go the proper way. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like it's just a copper mine. Cool. And then all we do is we just get up back on the ladder and we climb on out. All right. Let me think here. We're going to wrap up the episode. So, honest reviews of this game. I've played this game for a long time. I've beaten this game with Blood Raven and on my own. This game is a crap ton of fun, and the developers are actively working on this game. So these devs are a very true team that just, I think they really love this game, and it makes me really happy that they love this game. I recommend highly checking out this game. Links in the description to the Steam page so that you can view it on Steam. You can view like the different videos and stuff like that that they have posted. Now, with that being said, we're going to wrap up this episode here. So thank you all very, very, very much for watching today's episode of Solo Bro Reviews. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you watch this, whether it's the day or night. I hope you all have a good one. And just very quickly, these will regenerate your armor. That gives you more health, and it regenerates. I hope you all have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.